Hi, I'm Debbie and welcome to my channel Divine Destiny with Debbie. Today we're reading for the 6th and 7th of February, Wednesday, Thursday, for Scorpio. How are you doing, Scorpios? Oh, I always worry about you. So much. You have so much. Okay, as always, I am using my Doreen Virtue Angel Tarot cards. I have prayed, meditated, and infused with Reiki energy. And this is a general reading. It may or may not resonate with you. Take what you like, leave the rest. Okay? And I'm feeling a lot of skepticism from you, Scorpio. And I don't know what that's all about. Maybe it's for just tuning in and you're like, I'm being drawn to this woman and I don't know why, and I don't want to be drawn to her. Or it might be that it's the skepticism of your 2 days, that you're just going to have a lot of skepticism at work, school, relationship. But I'm feeling kind of like, I'm feeling like a lot of skepticism. Maybe people are telling you things that you're not believing. It's just like, this gets you into trouble a little bit, Scorpio, because it's like, well, I don't believe what they're saying, so I'm going to do it my way, even though, I'm feeling like it's like, okay, even though this is my boss and they're telling me how to do a job, I know that this way is going to be better. Or, or I'm going to, I hired somebody to build my house, but I know what I want to do is better. I have a card down there, excuse me. I'm feeling just a lot of skepticism. Okay, let's see how the cards are. Okay. First two cards did come up reverse. Okay, here we have the Emperor, Archangel Michael. Okay, organization and logic, structure and discipline, leadership. Like, again, I'm feeling like this for some of my Scorpios. It's like, I know better. And maybe that's where my skepticism's coming. I know better. I know what needs to be done. I don't need to listen to you. But the thing is, you do have what it's saying here, organization and logic, structure and discipline, leadership. You do have all of these qualities. But the thing is, you may not necessarily be in the place to exhibit these qualities, okay? I'm going to tell you to just kind of be aware that you may come off very authoritative and it may not necessarily work to your benefit, okay? I'm sorry, this is going from what I was picking up from you before. Okay, second one is the Queen of Water, and water is your sign. Tender-hearted, empathetic, patient, loving. Relationship developed to a new level. Trust your intuition, care for yourself and others. So again, with this, you might become, you need to bring forth that caring part of your nature. You need to see things from all sides, not just your side. You need to do that, especially on these 2 days, because I really feel that if you don't do that, if you're not kind, I think that, you're not going to, you may know exactly what needs to be done. You may really know that, but you still have to work with other people. You still have to take them into consideration. And you still have to, maybe they're not as smart as you. Maybe they don't know that, but they don't know what you know. They haven't lived your life, but you don't know what they know either. You still need to take them into consideration, okay? This is, again, going from that first feelings as soon as I picked up the deck. Last card here is the Four of Earth. Earth is, again, our Virgo, Taurus, and Capricorn energy. And this is being too frivolous or too cautious with money, good business decisions, giving to those less fortunate. So your energy here is going to be very, your energy here is going to be where you're going to have to almost, taper down, push down, it's like, it's like you just have to be careful about being too authoritative on these 2 days, because it won't serve you. It really won't serve you. This one with the earth, of being too frivolous, too cautious with money, good business decisions, giving to those less fortunate. That's really, you really need to, you need to bring out your generosity of spirit, okay? You need to be more sympathetic. I think that's where I'm going. These are going to be days that are going to be very, very, you're going to have a lot of harsh judgment. And if you really want it to work for you, you need to push that down and have more sympathy. You have to be a little bit more aware of that other person, okay? What they might be feeling. Or your group. If you are a leader, it might be like you've been pushing them so far, and you might come back next week and they've all quit on you, okay? You need to acknowledge their value. You need to acknowledge what they bring. Even if you don't think they bring anything, you need to let them know that they do, okay? Because you're going to have a lot of emotions around you besides your own, and you're having a lot of emotions that's going to actually, I feel like these are some pivotal days for you, and that you're going to have that's going to actually be affecting your livelihood. That Four of Earth, that Earth is your money, your livelihood, your house, your home. And where it's saying being too frivolous or too cautious with money, I'm feeling like it's being too frivolous or too cautious, to being like you can be, be too harsh maybe with your job situation. Good business decisions. So basically with all of that being said, you have that ability. You have Archangel Michael behind you. You need to keep him from being too, I don't want to say from being too strong. This is, I really wish I could get this through to you, Scorpios. It's just that these are going to be some days where you're going to come off, I don't want to say that, you're going to come off harsher than what you are. And it's actually going to, at the end, it's going to actually almost hurt you. It's going to hurt your own feelings. It's like, well, I was only doing this for the good of my team, but yet what good is it if your team decides that they don't like you or they hate you? Or what good is it if your team decides to quit because of you? So I'm really going to just caution you that the energy may tell you to come down with a hammer, but don't. Come down with a feather, okay? That's really what it's going to be, because, I hope you hear this and you take caution from this, because you have that ability and you have gone through. You see, the thing is, you've gone through so much, but just because you've gone through that and survived, it doesn't mean everybody else needs to. Okay? Okay, Scorpio. Just watch. Okay, so I know I'm going to get a lot of thumbs down on this one, but that's okay. I have to read them and say them as I feel them. But again, and again, going back to the skepticism, that's fine. You don't have to believe me. That's fine. Okay, Scorpios, as always, know that you are loved and be blessed. Bye-bye.